So if you've been involved with the stock market for a while, you know that it takes a good understanding of not only the markets, but of human emotion as well. However, that's kind of easier said than done, especially when you think about family, work, school, and all the other responsibilities we have. Finding consistent candidates to trade can be very challenging. So in this video, I'm going to break down some of the tips and strategies to help you find the next big move, no matter what season of life you're in. Coming right up.
Hey, what's up? Rob here with Wealth Builders HQ, where we bring you the best tips and tools for building your skills to develop wealth for today and well into the future. And on this channel, we do a lot of stock market analysis for long and short term, as well as recaps just like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, one of the questions we get most from our Wealth Builders HQ community is, how do you look at where the stock market has been and determine where it is headed? So we have actually put together an entire free live training workshop that is all about finding the best candidates for today's market. And there's a section for the community, you, to bring your stocks to the event and have me analyze them for you in real time. This free workshop is called Power Hour, and it's taught every Monday live online at noon Eastern Time. I'll leave a link to it below in the show notes.
So let's start off with a look at the upcoming economic events. So we don't have a whole lot this week. Wednesday is the only real day of any major updates coming out. And that is 8:30 in the morning, we've got preliminary GDP, and it's quarter over quarter. And then at 10:30, we've got crude oil inventories. Now, if you're not trading this, guys, it's a great strategy. We trade the crude futures when this oil report is coming out. You can learn more about that in the E-mini Think Tank, and you'll see that down in the show notes below. From here, let's go take a look at the earnings that we've got coming up this week. And here's just some of the bigger companies like BJ's, Sears Holding, Ulta. Ulta's in there because of my kids loving it. And guys, if teenagers and 20-somethings are interested in it and they're spending money on it, you need to be checking that thing out. All right, from here, let's go take a look at the market. So we'll start off first with the S&P 500, and then we'll look at some movers and shakers from last week. The S&P did it, folks. All-time high, rang the bell, ding, ding, ding. Not only did it nail it, because it did it on Tuesday, it hit the all-time high, it actually closed at an all-time high today as well, or Friday as well. So great move. Not quite a shaved top as far as the candle goes. There's a small candlestick up there, a wick on that candle, but closed very close to the very top. Phenomenal move for the day. Great, 17 points, considering we only had about 24 for the whole week, right? 24 and a half. To have 17, almost 18 of it on Friday, that's where our strength was Friday. Now, some of the movers and shakers last week, we had companies like Amazon. And let me go ahead and actually put a marker on here so you can see where the week started. Actually, let's do it like this. Let's just go to a weekly chart. And you can see that Amazon has had a 23-point move in the upper right-hand corner for the week, right? So overall, great pattern for it. Booking, right? When we look at Booking for the week, their overall move was up $62 for the week. So once again, phenomenal move on Booking. Excuse me. Then we look at CMG, Chipotle Mexican Grill. We look at it daily, it doesn't look like it's that big a deal. We go to weekly and we see $10. Not a bad move. $500 stock, right? We've got some resistance at that 531 level. Google had a 20-point move for the week. Here's the daily chart on it. Again, we kind of curved up, got up into bullish territory. Netflix, 20 points on Friday and 42 points for the week. Big hollow candle there. PANW, we've got 12 points for the week. We actually, in our power option plays, we have an open trade on PANW, and we have now scaled out of 9 of our 10 contracts within a couple of days on PANW. We got some of it at 314, some at 317, some at 323, and we only have 1 contract left on it right now. We're up a couple $1,000s in a very short period of time. Guys, you can learn more about how we do this by coming to our Power Hour on Mondays, which is a free workshop, which is, again, in our show notes below. And then, of course, learning more about our power option plays, which is where we actually trade these. Then we go to Tesla, TSLA. For the week, they're up $17. You can see for the day, there was a little bit of a gap down on Monday and a nice consistent run up. And then Valero is probably the honey of the week When you look at the move that it made, guys, this is a $10 move on a $110 stock. Great bounce off of the moving averages, great bounce off the fib lines, just absolutely phenomenal. All right, let's look at some stocks for this week coming up, some hot stocks to watch. Apple is number one. Let's go back to a daily chart. There we go. Apple is number one, guys. We got that little bit of a move up early in the week, the retracement, the comeback, and we've started this little bounce, this little curve going on here, this rounding bottom. Guys, I'm looking for the move up. If we get above that 217.30 level, then it looks like we're making a move up to about 222. So keep your eyes on that. Amazon, let's get a little bigger picture on Amazon to look at. There we go. So Amazon, same pattern, guys, that rounding bottom pattern. I'd love to see it get above that 1916. Amazon has now closed above the price of booking, which is the old price line. It's closed above the price of booking. Phenomenal move. Booking's been higher in the past. I'm not saying it's hit higher than they have, but they're compatible right now with what's going on with booking. All right, then we look at Alibaba, guys, definitely to the bearish. Their earnings came out. They gap up on the earnings, but then once they read the rest of the statement, traders went, no, and crashed it down. I was actually at an event teaching, and we took a look at this, and there was a great pattern to trade, which we did. Right now, we got this little bit of a rollover under that 173, brings us down to 165. And then Google, wow. Same type of pattern. We gap down a little bit. We start to pull up. We got above the moving averages. 1248 is our next stopping point, which gives us about $10 or $11 of potential move.
I hope this update was helpful, and I would love to hear your feedback in the comments below. And actually, if you want more insights like this, you could just go over to wealthbuildershq.com. I'll post a link to it below. Now, the question of the day is, what stocks are you going to be looking at for next week? Go ahead and let me know in the comments section below. So thank you for checking out this video. Subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't done so yet. And until next time, Wealth Builders HQ is bringing you the best tips and tools for building sustainable wealth in the stock market. Keep crushing it, and we'll talk soon. Take care, folks.